The problem with woke culture is it's reductive. It's like good guys, bad guys. Power, powerless, oppressor, oppressed, predator, prey.
Right.
And they break it down into the most rudimentary things. It was also run.
They also need an enemy. They need an enemy, right?
Yeah.
Like they always need someone to focus on. So it can't be just white male.
Yeah.
Now if you're, it can't be enough if you're just not racist. You have to be anti-racist. Like, what's that even mean?
Well, that
we're all anti-racist.
That was Ibram Kenny, that hustler. But also what happened was, I'm sorry to say this out loud, but it was a lot of women in academia who didn't have children. And the theory would go that they replaced the care that they would have for a child with infantilizing the whole thing.
Yeah.
So in other words, you need a safe space. You're upset and all that. We have to be careful. It's got, so it all became about, is it fair?
Yeah.
Does it cause harm?
But think about it, they were doing that to make them kind of the it group because they've never been the it group. So all of a sudden it's like, oh, look, we need attention now.
But what's so crazy is like we've made it so complex that we've just lost our basic chimp brains.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever think that children would be smarter than grown-ups? Literally, if you asked my 5-year-old niece, if you said, "Hey, Kaya, which one of these girls shouldn't be swimming with the other ones?" she would nail it on her first try. She's 5, and she'd be like, "The one with the shoulders and the 5 o'clock shadow." You'd be like, "You nailed it. You're smarter than every adult I know."
What was that? It was. I knew we were living in crazy times when, like, I was getting texts when Trump signed that bill saying, men can't participate in women's sports where there's 2 genders. Everyone's celebrating. I'm like, how is this even a thing?
Right.
How's this a thing?
But that's another one of those.
That's how crazy.
Things.
How's this a fucking thing?
Did you see what the UK just did? They passed a law that said your gender is what your biology was. Do you see this?
That's great.
The UK, yeah.
But here's another one of the circular things. Just like what we were just talking about. It's the same circular thing. Who understands, fights for, and tries to justify every minute of their existence for safe spaces? Who does? Trans people, right? Or like woke people are always the front lines of talking about safe spaces, right? So how can they not understand that biological women wouldn't feel safe when they're in a locker room or a bathroom?
Wild.
That they should be understanding, oh, maybe that is where a woman wants to undress or where a woman wants to go to the bathroom. It's one of the only places women are alone, right? They can't bring a
What about
big...
in jail? What about men in jail?
Yeah, so they should understand more than anyone a safe space for biological women.
They went too far.
But they don't care about their safe space.
No.
They go, oh, but it's my safe space.
They want the attention.
There's always like this circular thing, which is what I try to do in my comedy. I have a thing that I did where I'm like, I'll make fun of trans stuff or LGBT, playfully as jokes. And then I get all these comments that are like, people like, oh, he's just doing this because he's gay. Jeff Dye's probably gay. That's why and I go, if you believe that I'm gay, and that's why I'm doing all these gay jokes, you believe I'm a closeted homosexual, then why are you being so mean to me?
Yeah.
If you think I'm a closeted homosexual, why? I am in a very vulnerable part of my journey.
Yeah.
Well, this is some gay on gay crime here. But it's because it's always, so you can always bring it back to them going, shit, it is preposterous what we're saying.
Get the fuck.
Yeah, because it lacks logic.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's wild. But anyways, I could talk about that for fucking hours.
All day.
But I feel like it's changed a little bit. Like we were talking about like the Shannon Sharp stuff. Where
man, he's in trouble, huh?
Is he though?
Couldn't happen to a worse guy, so that's great.
No.
I hate Shannon Sharp.
Why?
Because he sucks.
Because he's a Denver Bronco?
No, it's not a sports thing.
What is it?
It's the it's his takes. I disagree with his takes most of the time.
Because he's not a Lakers fan.
But he still doesn't deserve to get falsely accused of some shit.
Well, I don't know if he did it or not, so I don't know. I'll speak to that when the evidence is
his
out.
takes and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think it's the tides. It's not all the way 100% back, but it's changed somewhat because if those allegations would have came out, let's say in 2019, he's fired before we even get the news. ESPN's going, we've decided to part ways with Shannon Sharp. We can't be part of this.
Check it out, Chin.
He hasn't.
No.
Fired?
I want to see
He
what's going on.
hasn't. It's a waste of your time to Google it. He hasn't been fired.
Well, so I guess I'm asking myself, why would I say what I just said?
Yeah, you were dead serious.
Well, and I'll tell you why. He does a lot of this is just to take a black man down. This is just to take a black... we're already going for it. We're already reaching for the black card immediately.
All right, so I would suggest...
Oh, are you the only one whores go after, Shannon? I don't know. I got some buddies that some whores went after who aren't black guys. This isn't the plight of black men.
Yeah.
And it seems like just such a pattern. It's so, contagious.
Tony Busby came after Jay-Z as well and P. Diddy with a false allegation. Jay-Z now is suing Tony Busby. So that's kind of what he was saying.
Wouldn't you argue it happens to men, Brian?
General, yes.
Why are you bringing race into this?
Yeah, it's not, I'm with him. It's not a race thing. It's a famous thing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's money.
You'd say
Money,
these are just gold diggers coming for rich, famous guys.
Not whores
rich,
only
famous,
target black guys. Give me a break.
because the two women that went after Jay-Z and Diddy were black. So none of it makes
I think that's what he was just saying. He was trying to shame Tony Busby into...
That's why they took D'Elia down, because he's a black man.
That's right. That's right.
So that's my hesitation towards it. To immediately go to that.
Right.
And like this whole...
I think they're scrambling this. I think it's whatever I can do to get the black people on my side, the men on my side. What box do I got to check? I think that's what it is. Yeah. And that's an easy cherry to pick.
Well, the gay community should defend him. He's always dressing like a gay guy. You seen how Shannon Sharp dresses?
Dresses?
How he dresses.
He wears some colorful
His
sweaters.
clothes.
Colorful sweaters.
Walking around with a tiny poodle, getting mad at people for filming him at an airport.
Yeah, Schultz was on his show and goes, Jesus, man, what, you just go to an Aloe and a shopping spree?
Schultz has a Nazi haircut, and he's still
stuff?
like, what are you wearing?
I remember when that basketball player was mouthing off to him, Shannon Sharp.
Oh, yeah, that was that night. He wanted to fight.
He'll break your neck.
That was a Lakers game, right, Jeff?
Yeah. It was at a Lakers game. And I went to Jeannie to like gossip about it. I was like, what, does Shannon Sharp think he can fight the other team? And here's how cool Jeannie is. She goes, I loved it. And I was like, you're the best. She's supporting it. I love it. No, I mean, if Shannon Sharp is being wrongfully accused, I think that is absolutely terrible and this girl sucks.
Yep.
But to make it a race thing is just always so predictable. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, I just think it's the easy.
Sanaz didn't like it at all. She's upset with it.
It's a young white girl. Going
you made a lot of noise when I was talking trash about
her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you like Shannon Sharp?
I don't care for his opinions either.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but when they're on TV, I don't give a fuck. It's like they have producers like who's gonna go against LeBron? You want the LeBron? All right. Who wants? That's all.
Well, I guess the reason I care so much about ESPN
he's a Bronco, so I love
because
him.
Media has famously become like pro wrestling. Like Fox News and CNN is a joke. It's not even real like news.
Yeah.
And now that's leaked into my sports. Now even sports have been politicized and they've been like Stephen A. Smith will just make up things and nobody calls him on it. And when you do call him on it, you must be a racist. Yep. Like they've brought it all into my sports world.
Yep. What do you mean he makes up things?
Stephen A. Smith wrote a book called, I don't know what it was an autobiography. And he claims like, I made 75 3-pointers in a row. No one ever saw it. No one ever heard of it. He was like, I played in this many games. Now, I'm not saying I was Jordan or nothing, but I was good. I could shoot. And so then...
stats, he averaged like 2 points a game.
No, he averaged, you can't find any stats on it. There's no evidence he even played at that school.
He's not an athlete. You see
so what happens is a very petty guy at ESPN named Jason Whitlock, who I like but he is very petty, and it's got plenty of time and plenty of researchers, is like, let's just investigate this book.
Yeah.
Dude, Stephen A. Smith lost his mind for like 3 months because he's like, stop looking into this stuff. Yeah. He thought he could just make up his history. But the internet's been around Stephen A. Smith's whole life.
Oh, yeah.
The internet wasn't as big as it is now, but you can find evidence.
Stuff.
You can't lie about playing on a college sports team. No. And so there's all these like photoshopped things. He started calling him Stephen A. Myth. and like... As petty as Jason Whitlock might come off in that whole thing,
he's not the guy you want in your case.
He was right.
Yeah, he's right.
I mean, like Stephen A. Smith just made up a bunch of sports stuff.
Wow.
And
stops referencing it now.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
And so I just don't like that. I don't like when media is dishonest, especially for their own.
Well, you don't get away with it.